The Shredder has gone green and was already evil. Yeah. Well, here's a look today at a 4-year-old figure. This is from the Lightning Collection by Ninja Turtles. The Shredder as the Green Ranger. It's geeking time. Oh yes, do you remember when everyone went ape shit crazy for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Lightning Collection collaboration? Do you remember? Do you remember? I certainly remember. I'll tell you this right now, when it came to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Power Rangers Lightning Collection collaboration, I never picked up anything. And I'm going to be honest, there's a reason why I didn't pick up anything. For the most part, they were all 2-packs, and I love the Ninja Turtles. I love the Power Rangers. So you would think, yes, these two coming together would be a toy line that I would seek out. Well, no, it's kind of like the new Turtles of Grayskull line. I actually don't like that line. And I know there's a lot of people who are like, this is pretty cool. And again, I love Masters of the Universe and I love the Ninja Turtles, but not enough for that line, to be quite honest with you. So the toys were basically based off of the first comic book, where each Ninja Turtle and April O'Neil became a Power Ranger, and I believe you had some swaps with the Power Ranger. I think Tommy became a foot soldier, so it was like weird like that, and they were really, really upwards in price, the 2-packs. I never read the first book. I read TMNT Power Rangers number 2, so I still got to read the first one. However, I do love the look of the Shredder. So last year, I picked this up with a gift card. Now I can safely say that I do know this now, because in TMNT Power Rangers number 2, if you've never read it, spoilers, so check out and come back after. Basically, he comes back as the Green Ranger, the Shredder. So he becomes the Green Ranger in the first book. Again, I haven't read it, so I'm not sure what happens there. But in the second book, he becomes the Green Ranger and he controls the Dragon Sword. End spoiler. So that's the reason why I'm okay with having this Shredder as the Green Ranger in my collection. And I just figured, hey, you know what? I got so many figures that I want to take a look at. We just recently looked at Michelangelo, and I don't really have any Shredders that I'm taking out of the packaging except for this one. So I thought, hey, you know what? Let's take a little swerve away from the Ninja Turtles and take a look at Shredder himself. So sit back, get yourself something to snack on or something to drink. Here's our look today at the Power Rangers Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Lightning Collection Morphed Shredder. So here he is, the Morphed Shredder, or as the Turtles will have you know, Shredhead. Honestly, this thing looks really freaking cool. I'm not gonna lie, the whole line, I didn't say, like, I know I said it wasn't for me, but that's mainly because of the price point. And I mean, the storyline is really good, but did I really want Turtles, you know, as Power Rangers in my collection? Some people do want that. But like I said, it wasn't one for me. The line is cool, however. I'm surprised they didn't make any figures based off of the second book. But this Shredder looks fantastic. I'm not going to lie to you. I think he looks super awesome. I got this guy last year with a gift card for GameStop. Let's take a little stroll down memory lane and take a look at that. I am heading over to GameStop. Once I get there, show you guys a little bit of the store. And then I guess after I get my stuff, I'll show you guys what I got. Get my stuff. See what else they have in there. There we go. Got the last Ronin figures over here. So neat. Got the other TMNT ones. That's cool. Hey, Ninja Turtles. Look at all that stuff. That's cool. Power Rangers down there. Okay, I'm back in the car, guys. I got to do this really quick because we got other stuff to do. We went out to run errands today. Look at this big bag, okay? I'll show you everything later. But I got a big old bag of GameStop. I will say this is a pretty beautiful figure if you ask me. Yeah, and this is not something I want to take out of the packaging. This is something I want to display like this in its box. I like the swooshing things. I love the extra hands that he comes with, the Shredder. He just looks so good. The purple, the green, the gold works so well together. It's just so nice looking. This is probably, like I said, my favorite out of the whole set of things that I got. So let's go ahead and take a look at our Morphed shredder. We're gonna start with the packaging. I've got a couple of other shredders in package and a Lightning Collection figure in package that we'll take a look at down the line, that figure. Just for some comparison, but first things first, let's grab, well actually no, first things first, let's take a look at the packaging. I know we saw it on the spinning platform, but it's the usual when it comes to the Lightning Collection. He's got that nice, you know, artwork on the side. I do have another Lightning Collection figure coming in. It's an older figure as well, but got another Lightning Collection figure coming in, so I'll be really excited about that. Just letting you guys know. So really nice minimalistic artwork, which is cool. And then on the back, you've got a glam shot of the shredder. Nickelodeon and Boom Studios collaboration in association with, this is a Hasbro release. So it's not Playmates. And you got another picture again. And back to the front for the window package. Yeah, the window. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have done a lot of collaborations, and I think like the collaborations that they're doing this year, they've licensed out to Mattel for the Turtles of Grayskull, as well as the WWE figures. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'll take the Turtles of Grayskull over those WWE Ninja Turtles figures that they're releasing. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because I'm not a fan of WWE, but I saw those figures, man. Especially, you know, was it Cody Rhodes as Casey Jones and Roman Reigns as the Shredder? Even the character, the wrestlers that they chose as the Turtles. I mean, apart from Kofi Kingston as Michelangelo, that makes probably the most sense. No, that line just does not look good at all. So I don't know what's going on with the collaborations that they're doing now at Turtles. They should have made more of these from the Lightning Collection. But okay, let's get the measuring tape. Here we go. How long is the box? So you're looking at a 7.5-inch box. I said long box. This is not for comic books, although I have plenty of those in my home. And going up, it is just a little over 8 inches. So there you go. Now I do want to make some comparisons because I do have 3 other shredders in my collection. Like I told you guys, on this journey, I've only been starting to rebuild my Ninja Turtles collection. Was it last year? Yeah, last year I started rebuilding my Ninja Turtles collection. So I don't have very much. I have 3 other shredders. So let's go ahead and move him right there. Let's bring in the first shredder I have. Sorry, I'm just trying to grab him offside. My apologies. We've got the retro style shredder by Playmates. So if you want to put them side by side, and if you want to compare the figure, that's what he looks like next to the retro style shredder. We have Shredder next to the Ninja Elite Series shredder, which a lot of people were not too pleased with this because it's just a re-release of the shredder from the 2-pack with Donatello, but I like him. I think he's pretty cool. And honestly, if you want to put this guy on the shelf next to this one, these could probably stack up side by side nicely. I'll tell you that right now. The last shredder I have for comparison is this big motherfucker, the Super Shredder from the TMNT 2 Secret of the Ooze NECA line. Just go ahead and get the flap open so we can take a look of Super Shredder next to our shredder. There's so much glare. I am so sorry, guys. I'll do the best we can. So the Super Shredder is a lot bigger next to this shredder here, but still, nonetheless, a good looking, you know, comparison to have there. And finally, a Lightning Collection comparison. We've got Lord Draken. So we've got 2 evil Rangers right here. We've got the Morphed Shredder, who becomes the evil Green Ranger technically, and Lord Draken, who's just the evil Green and White Ranger, evil Tommy in general. So it seems like the Morphed Shredder, if you look, they're both on par with the packaging. The Morphed Shredder is just a little taller than Lord Draken. So place your bets down below. Who do you think would win a fight in between Morphed Shredder and Lord Draken? And you know what? How cool would that be to see maybe have Lord Draken appear if you have a third TMNT Ninja Turtles maybe see these two go head to head. That'd be kind of cool. All right, so with all the comparisons out of the way, what we're gonna do now is we are going to take a little break. We're gonna get Shredder out of the packaging, or should I say Morphed Shredder out of the packaging. We'll take a look. He doesn't have too much when it comes to accessories, just 2 interchangeable hands and these swooshy things. We'll take a look at Shredder, we'll take a look at the detailing, the articulation, and see how he looks and what he has to offer. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will return after these messages.
Anyone for turtle soup?
Oh no! Raphael's in the clutches of the evil Foot Splash-O-Matic torture machine! Will the turtle cycle make it in time? Will Raphael be destroyed by the retro mutagen ooze?
I don't know.
What a shot! The double-barreled plunger gun saves the day again! And with their retro catapult, the turtles are giving the Foot some of their own medicine!
Anyone remember where we parked?
From Playmates!
We now return to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Wow is all I have to say. Here is our Shredder out of the packaging. Look at this bad motherfucker right here. This guy is so cool looking. I cannot keep saying that enough. I know what you guys are thinking. You keep saying that this line was not for you, but you keep saying how cool this Shredder is. Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna say something right now. When it comes to villains, when it comes to like classic villains from comic books, from cartoons, the Shredder, I can easily say that when it comes to comic book villains, the Shredder and Doctor Doom are my 2 favorite villains of all time. So anytime I see a Shredder figure, pièce de résistance for any collection. Shredder, I don't know. A lot of people are going to tell you that Skeletor is the coolest. Skeletor is awesome, don't get me wrong. Or that the Cobra Commander is the greatest villain of all time. This guy, the Shredder, the original Foot Clan ninja. Well, no, he's not the original Foot Clan ninja, but the ninja adversary to the Ninja Turtles who runs the Foot Clan. Well, it seems like right here, right now, he's doing more than just commanding the Foot Clan. It seems like he's commanding the Dragon Zord as well, because he is now the Dragon Ranger, the Dragon Zord Ranger. So he looks really cool. Before we divulge and take a look at the figure, let's take a look at what he comes with. He comes with these 2 little swooshy things. I don't know what you want to call them. Yes, patent pending. Boomer the Nerd. Swooshy things, which they got little holes that they're going to plug into his blades. We'll take a look at that after. So he comes with that. They're very nice. They're plastic, but they also look very crystallized, so very nicely done. Go home, Shredder, you're drunk. Just kidding. And then he comes with 2 interchangeable hands. So basically 2 closed fisted hands with the blades. And I gotta say, like, it looks very nice. There's a little bit of sloppy paint around there, but the gold trim looks very nice. It's paint sloppy on this side. No, not so bad on this side. And the gold looks good there as well. So it comes with those interchangeable hands. There. Okay. I don't know why he fell. He feels a little loose, so hopefully it won't be too a problem. But no, nonetheless, this guy looks... Let me just move my camera back a little bit. This guy looks fan-fucking-tastic. The helmet looks incredible. I think that's a beautifully detailed helmet. I'm going to take a look afterwards. We're going to take a look at a panel from the comic book from issue number 5 of TMNT Power Rangers number 2. So we'll see what it looks like based off of... I forgot to mention this is based off of Dan Mora's artwork. So it looks good. Just look at that. And with all the scratch marks from all the claws, looks great. The shield looks fantastic. Okay, if you're a painter, maybe you can go ahead and apply some of the darker tones and the shadowing. But regardless... it looks great. It looks really good. And again, I like, the detailing of the abs Looks comic book, guys. The complaint for the Bandai figures looks comic booky. The gold looks very nice on him as well, on the shin guards, going down as well. Even the gold here on the gauntlet. So there's no sloppy paint here. The gauntlets, look, the gauntlet, my gosh, the muscle bands look great too. Nicely detailed, very textured. And no sloppy paint, so I guess it's just that one piece right there. And the belt looks great. The Morpher is so small, but they still paid attention to a lot of detail on that belt. One thing I will say I really like about these, and normally I'm more of a plasticky fan. Let's just take a look quickly at the back. Normally I'm more of a plasticky fan, but this just looks great. The cape, this cloth cape, especially with all the holes, looks really good. There's not really much you can do in terms of posing the cape because it's just a cloth piece. Is there any wiring? No, there's no wiring in it. So it's just a cloth piece. It's just going to drape down like that, but you could still get Shredder in some pretty cool poses if you just want the cape draping over his arm and having, you know, an arm up like that. So you're still going to get him in cool poses, but me personally, like I said, I prefer plastic. I prefer that way to go, especially in terms when it comes to figures. But still, nonetheless, this cloth cape is very nice. It feels very nice too. In terms of swapping out the hands, it's going to be very easy, honestly. You're just going to take this hand right out. Oh, come on. Oh boy. There we go. Pop that right out. And then you're going to pop the interchangeable hand right in. Just like that. Very nice and easy. And there you go. You got the closed fisted, and you can have a open handed. And then you want to put the swooshes in. This is where the holes, right here, the holes will plug right into. Come on. Of course, I'm telling you how to do it. There we go. So you're going to plug those right into there. And then the swooshes, again, patent pending, Boomer the Nerd, swooshes. His claws are a little bent inwards. There we go. Swooshes work more with the work better with the closed fisted hands. But yeah, nonetheless, there you go. You got your Shredder with the swooshes on his. I guess if you're trying to make a motion where he's stabbing something, that's where your swooshes will come in. But I find it makes the figure a little more top heavy. So maybe get yourself a stand if you want to put the swoosh on. Maybe get him in an action pose. And then those swooshes were definitely going to look good. All right, let's get the swooshes off of him. And let's get the regular hand back onto our Shredder. It wants to comply with me. There we go. So you see, popping it right back in. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. There we go. I mean, looks super great. Oh, I forgot to mention, he's got the shoulder pads up there, so that's cool too. So that looks great. Does this, can you remove this? You probably can. If you remove the head, you could probably remove this. But I wouldn't. I would just leave it. It's a plasticky piece. It's a rubbery plastic, so... He also feels very loose, I will say that. Maybe it's just the joints the way they are, but... Regardless, still... Anyways, you know what? Let's go over the articulation, okay? So here we go. The head is a little limited because of the padding, the shoulder pads. So he still kind of looks down, kind of looks up. The head does turn all the way around. There, so that's not a problem. But yeah, see what I mean? And also, this is the Shredder look that's based more off of the IDW style Shredder. So there you go. And then the flaps here, you can like move them to the sides. So there you go. If you want to move that back out of the way, that's what's cool about the cloth cape, that you can move that out of the way. Arms go upwards, but they're a little limited because of these. Arms go down. Arms go... I don't know if it's mine, but there's kind of a butterfly crunch right here, but it's not working too much. There's a cut in the arm up here. Cut in the arm. And then the elbow is hinged. Elbow's hinged. And then the hand goes all the way around and up and down somewhat. Same thing for the other side. All the way around. And this one goes very much up, very much down. Not sure why this one is. There we go. There we go. There we go. And it's hinged. You got a torso. You got an ab crunch right there. You've got a torso crunch right here. This piece right here is made out of plastic and it's solid. It is stuck on. Legs come out. There is a cut on the thigh. Cut on the thigh here as well. There we go. And then the knees. There's a crunch at the knee. Crunch at the. There's a double crunch on this knee. Now, see, this I'm not too much of a fan of. I don't like that very much. But whatever. And then the foot moves. Ankle rocker. And yeah, that is all the articulation for our Morphed shredder, who is having a hard time standing up now, it seems. Come on. There we go. So that's all the articulation for our Morphed shredder. He is, all in all, a very nice looking figure. I mean, I do like it a lot. And again, there's some stuff that I missed here, like the bandages, the wrapped up bandages underneath his gauntlet that look really nice, that they look like textured bandages. And like I do with every figure, shredder butt. But no, nonetheless, I mean, even some of the markings right here, they look really great. This is a wonderful looking figure, and I definitely, personally, okay, it's a little loose, honestly, but I feel like I've had that problem with a lot of the Lightning Collection figures. So once you start moving him around, he starts to get looser and looser. Not sure if it's just mine that's like that, but nonetheless, I highly recommend him. Okay, so the last thing we're going to do today in terms of comparison with our shredder is we're going to take a look at an issue of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 5. Let's take a look at a comparison, a photo comparison. Let's move Shredder to the side, and let's see how he holds up next to the artwork of Dan Mora. Well, I gotta say, move the camera up a bit. Yeah, color me impressed. He looks like him, I gotta admit. It's like he leapt right out of the page of the comic book. Look at that. He looks just like the Shredder from the comic book, and I think that that makes the icing on the cake worth it, because this is a phenomenal figure and it's a phenomenal design as well. I really like this Shredder a lot. I cannot praise the look of this guy enough. I know I said it's a little loose, it's a little finicky, but nonetheless, get yourself a stand, and he's going to stand really nicely on there, and you'll be able to get him in some really, really amazing dynamic poses where he's going to go against not just your Ninja Turtles, but also your Power Rangers.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will return after these messages.
Hey, down here! It's turtle time! Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles! Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, Raphael! 4 ninja fighting turtles who battle evil from the sewers of New York City.
You can never get a taxi in this town! Let's take the sewer slider or the shell cycle!
With their ninja skills and weapons, they're gonna turtleize the evil Shredder.
Turtle power! It's time to come out of your shell!
New Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles action figures and vehicles, each sold separately from Playmates Toys.
We now return to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Do I give Hasbro a lot of rap because I think that their prices are ridiculous? Of course I do. But do I think that, I don't feel like talking about them again, but I'm going to bring them up obviously, because they have a license to Ninja Turtles. But do I think that if Super 7 would have done the Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles line, if they would have done a better job? No, I don't think so. Do I think NECA would have done a better job? I think NECA would have done probably just as good of a job as Hasbro, probably because of the painting, maybe a little bit of better painting applications on NECA's end. But no, I think this is a perfect looking action figure. Like I said, with the comparison of Shredder to Dan Mora's artwork in the comic book, Shredder here looks like he leapt right out of the pages of the comic book. So I think this is a beautiful looking figure. Yes, I didn't put the swooshes back on him. Patent pending, Boomer the Nerd, swooshes. I didn't put the swooshes back on him because all it does is make him top heavy, and right now I don't want him falling off the spinning platform as we're taking a look at our final final go-around of Shredder today. That being said, do you guys have this figure in your collection? And if you don't have this figure in your collection, if you're a huge fan of Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles, or a huge fan as well of the comic book, is this something you want to seek out for your collection? If you do have this in your collection, what are your thoughts on the figure? Do you like it? Do you think that you picked him up and you think, you know what, no, I don't really like it that much, so for me it's whatever, it is what it is, you gave it away, you sold him? Or did you reapply paint to him to give a little more details on it? Because I will say, that's one thing I will say. As much as the gold on this figure looks beautiful and the detailing is immaculate, in the shields, you know, in the chest pads, maybe on the helmet, we could have seen a little more paint accents. But again, that's where I say NECA probably would have done a little bit of a better job, because they are fantastic when it comes to paints. But no, nonetheless, I still think it's a wonderful figure. And like I said, if you guys have this in your figure, this figure in your collection, let me know down below what your thoughts are and what you think. Well, I don't know what's going on with the Lightning collection right now. I know that Playmates is going to have the line for Power Rangers going forward. I don't know if it's, I don't know if that's going to be them permanently, or if they're just being licensed out. So you know what's going to be pretty cool? Segueing back to this, maybe we will see some more Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles collaborations. I know a big one up there, what people want to see is that crappy crossover of Power Rangers in space and Turtles: The Next Mutation. But you never know, maybe Playmates will decide to make more of the Ninja Turtles Power Rangers comic book crossovers. Let me know down below what you guys think. What you guys think of the possibilities now that Playmates has the Power Rangers line. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for sticking around and watching my video in its entirety. If you did, I really appreciate each and every single one of you guys. You mean so much to me. I cannot be making any of these videos without you guys, without your support, without your views. I appreciate everything you do for my channel. This is a wonderful community. And guys, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. That being said, if you are brand new to my channel, however, because you are looking for reviews on this specific figure, or because you love Ninja Turtles, you love the Shredder, you love Power Rangers, or if you've been watching my videos for the longest time but you still haven't, please and thank you, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Click that bell to be notified whenever I got some brand new content out. Also guys, if you did like this video, show the algorithm by clicking the thumbs up. We're also going to be taking a look at some more Lightning Collection figures down the road. And also, comment down below, guys. Let's talk all things Power Rangers and Mighty Morphin. Let's talk all things Power Rangers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Before I let you go for the day, I'm just going to let you know, I'll probably talk a little more into detail in my later video this week. Next week is my birthday week, so I'm not going to be doing any videos next week. Depending, I might take the rest of July off. I still have not decided yet, but I got some things going on, so I might take July off. The only things I might be doing on my channel is maybe some live streams with Spoonie. We've spoken about that, so we're most likely going to be doing some live streams, just depends on what day we go live. So, until further notice, unless anything happens, I might be taking the rest of July off. I'm going to have a video up this week. I might do a live stream as well this week, so don't worry, we'll still have some live streams. It'll be a lot of fun. Go ahead and go about your day. Thank you so much, guys, again, for watching the video in its entirety. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Keep hunting, keep collecting, keep collecting those Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers figures. I'll see you guys in the next video, and as always, it's cool if it's nerd cool. Cowabunga, dudes.